To another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now he's turned himself into a trout and turns it loose. Good things happen downfield.
Jackson looking to throw right away. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Naeem Hines, his first carry to the 36-yard line. Stopped
and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make so much of what my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium, watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
That's complete to the running back, Naeem Hines. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him out? And his receivers took advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's
not a surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense?
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Naeem Hines, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much making the big throws downfield, and don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. To Michelle on the screen. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. On the return, Johnson. After 7-0 on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now as the quarterback and the play show them something different. Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this throw in all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Rolling to his left. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Hines. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues.
Love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to 5. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And that'll be knocked away
here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He'll get only 3rd and 7 ahead. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. And this is going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual in the first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Johnson on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Johnson, 69 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No.
And it is now 21-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. I don't think they need it. The clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Now another time, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Hurts sets up to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning big-time pick six.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it is 28-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter.
Just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. And that'll be off the mark.
The rush is providing pressure, and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this.
Incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This time they stay on the ground, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Defense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Johnson to return it. Ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl that's near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Hurts steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken from just outside the 30. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Mayfield's throw caught here by Metcalf. Here's 2nd and a yard. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game is...
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Baker Mayfield. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles,
but how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about it. The easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air. Success.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Hurts. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. The Falcons on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust.
There we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge. It'll go down to 2nd down.
Ready?
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And once again, it's Eskridge. And he's going out of bounds.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
1st down, Falcons.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run again with Hines. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A nice pickup there, 18 Falcons. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And they've got this done. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter. Up really big. That pass completion. But, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Afternoon slate here, some primetime games still on the docket, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Marr on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Off by a Marshawn Lynch touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points together. It has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.